Hello, bro. Good day and welcome to our show. So, how are you?
Good.
And how is Bangkok today?
It's hot as usual.
But I guess things are getting better, right?
Right.
And then before we move forward, we just want to say we are very happy to have you on the Kelly Jackson show.
Yeah.
And so before we start talking about you and what you do, can you just give us a brief introduction of yourself?
Okay. So my name is Reo Kanaka. I've been a student in Chulalongkorn University with a full scholarship of 4 years.
Okay.
However, I'm not really into university.
Yeah.
And I'm more into entrepreneurship because I love the journey of creating something and providing value to people on the planet.
Okay.
So right now I'm running three businesses. One, I do yoga clothing. So I sell like yoga wear, for example, leggings for ladies, for example, t-shirt. And we've been selling in Thailand, in Indonesia, and in Japan. And how we sell it? So we have a physical shops in Indonesia, in Bali, and we also have 3 physical shops in Bangkok. And in Japan, we don't have physical shop. However, due to the pandemic, right, there was no customer in Bali. So I had like 0 customer coming, and my staff was like crying every night. So I had to do something, and I mean, it's weird to say thank you to the COVID or thank you to the pandemic, but thanks to the event, we could make e-commerce. And I could do it myself, because with this internet, it's very easy to make a website nowadays, and you don't have to have much knowledge of coding as well.
Yeah.
So that's why, with this experience of having a damage in my shop, which is no customer, like 0 customer, so I had to make a website in Bali, so we can sell the things that we sell in Bali to people in Japan.
Okay.
So when I did that, I could see, okay, so internet made my company save our life, right?
Yeah.
So because of the e-commerce that I made, the shop in Bali right now is profitable, which is quite incredible. And I was thinking like, okay, so this year, the physical shops are like, it kind of sucks a lot.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is that, there's always like a way out. And I think this is e-commerce, internet. So making your own website to sell to people. And because I myself experienced that I went from down, but I could go up by making a website.
Yeah.
So I started my own company of making a website as well, which is we don't take initial investment. We just take a subscription basis, just monthly. And this is my
You can show that. Or you can show on your chest.
I'm just joking. So yeah, I mean, this is one of my other business which is creating a website for other entrepreneurs who are suffering during this COVID. We made the price very cheap, starting from 900 baht monthly, because I just want to help others. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I went through this, pandemic economic crisis, right?
Yeah.
And I want to help the other people who are facing the same thing that I had. So that's why I started this business. So this is my second business.
Okay.
My third business is this watch. You can maybe see that it's called Connected Watches. So the movement is Japanese movement, and we have a designer. So we design ourselves. But the thing is that I love a watch for a reason, because it's a fashion. And when you wear a cool watch, you kind of look more sophisticated.
Yeah.
See, now you dress up so good with this watch. You can see?
Yeah. So, but let's talk, for example, you run 3 businesses, right? You mentioned the watch, your yoga business,
right?
And your yoga web business, sorry, and also your e-commerce business that you build website, right? So, like, what are the challenges that comes with running businesses like this?
Well, the biggest challenge is how can I keep on selling, right? So, because clothes is like, it's not like you have to buy every day. It's not like food, right? Food you have to buy every day, but clothes you can just buy like, not monthly. If it's good, it's like once in 2 months. So my biggest challenge is like, how do I acquire new customers and spread the brand name to the world? So that's one of the biggest challenge that I face for yoga brand. And I kind of solved the challenge by marketing.
Okay.
So we have the marketing team. We're doing like content marketing on Instagram and Facebook, and also I know how to do advertisement on Facebook and Instagram. So I basically advertise what we have on the Instagram to the people who don't know our brands, and it's kind of doing pretty well. That it kind of sells like every day. So I think for that, right now I'm not happy with the brand yet because I have more bigger vision than that. But right now it's doing okay, and I'm just happy about that.
So like for how long has this brand been operational?
For like 3 years.
3 years. Oh, not that long. Not that long. I think there's still room for improvement, and there's still time for you to get things in place. So like, let me ask, right? Before you had like these physical shops, right, in Bali and Thailand and the other places, and now you are trying to move everything online into e-commerce, right?
Right.
So which of them do you think is much more easier to manage and profitable?
That's very good. So as in profitability, of course the e-commerce is better because we don't have the monthly payment, right?
Yeah.
If I have a shop, I have to pay the rent, and I have to pay for the staff over there because the staff have to be working, right?
Yeah.
So as in profitability, the e-commerce is higher. But the thing is that for physical shop, the best thing about the physical shop is when your location is great, you're gonna get the new customers every day.
Yeah.
But e-commerce shop, you cannot get new customers every day.
Yeah.
But you can mostly get the orders from the people who are already loyal to your brand, who already know your brand, right? So that's why I think the biggest reason of opening a physical shop is because we are going to be able to acquire new customers, right? So I have a shop in Bali, and that shop, we don't have like loyal customers. We only have new customers every single day, and I think that's the biggest part of physical shop.
Okay.
But the e-commerce shop is good because everywhere in the world, like everyone in the world can buy it. And I mean, the profitability is high, and also we can do advertisement by content, like Instagram, Facebook, right?
Yeah. Like, do you design it and produce it yourself? Like you have a factory that produces these clothes, or you just design it and outsource it?
So we have this, it's called OEM. So we have our designer, and then we have our design, and we outsource to the factory, and they make it for us. So that's how we do it. Right.
Yeah. So like, is it costly to do it, or is it okay?
Well, so for those who want to start their business, especially for the clothing business, when you want your own design, you have to start ordering from minimum quantity of, let's say, 50 to 100. So if one T-shirt is for like 100 baht, then it's gonna be at least 10,000 baht to get your product ready.
Yeah.
So it depends on person. For me, it's not much, but I mean, it depends on the situations.
Yeah.
It can be costly, yes, because you're gonna have a lot of stock to order.
Okay.
When you have your own design, own brand,
gonna be less costly, right? So, but let me say, right, in terms of the sales, how much do you sell one way, like the pants and the up?
So the pants that I sell is like for in Thailand we sell it for 1,558 baht. No, 1,580 baht. And for the T-shirt that I sell, it's for 700 baht.
15 plus 7, that should be 2, right? 15 plus 700.
Right, if you want to get the pair.
Yeah, the pair, right?
So we sell to the Japanese people a lot in Thailand. Not much for Thai people because I think that our marketing, we don't have the Thai people in our team. So we basically do English and Japanese.
Okay.
So we sell to those. So those people, that's why the price is like that. Understand? So people have different, perspective on prices.
Yeah.
So we adapt to the people's perspective.
So, but one more thing, like, why should anybody buy your yoga pants? Like there are thousands of brands out there, or hundreds of brands, right? So why should somebody buy your brand in particular? What makes your clothing so unique?
Okay, so our unique selling point of our brand is first when you wear it, because a lot of ladies, they want to look thinner than they are. I mean, I'm not saying you should look thinner. I'm just saying they have the preference of, wanting to look slimmer.
Okay.
And our pant, we have our own stitching way. We made a 3D kind of stitching way that it makes you kind of fit more.
Yeah.
So you eventually looks a bit thinner. And I think that's one of the selling point, and a lot of people buy it because they're gonna look good with it. I mean, like I think in foreign countries like let's say Africa, they want to make like more like a glamorous body.
Okay.
But in Asian lady culture, it's more like you want to get slimmer as much as possible. So we made it. We made a yoga pant very tight so that the people are gonna look slimmer, right?
Okay.
And other thing is about the design. We do like so normally the design of the yoga clothes is basically one tone, like one color, like black design.
Yeah.
Like or let's say gray. But we have our design which are like very unique in a way that it has a lot of colors. And for example, we have like a flamingo type of yoga wear.
Okay.
So we have a lot of designs, and we can choose from many designs. So that's why people like it.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. And like you mentioned, right? Most of it is online. So if someone were to buy your pants, where should they go?
Oh, okay, so go to jasminewear.com.
Okay.
It's the website that I just talked about that I made myself. So JASMINE wears.com. So that's where you buy the clothes.
So yeah, but before we wrap it up, right? I know we've really talked a lot, but before we wrap it up, do you have like anything that you want to share with our viewers about yourself as a person, or about your businesses, or just like motivation for them?
Okay, so for the message that I want to give to the people who are watching this right now, is that because thank you very much, I have a chance to be in your channel.
Thank you too for coming.
And I want to influence your audience as much as possible in a positive way. So, because I am like 19 years old, right?
Quite a child.
Not a child, big man. Okay, so
yeah, he has died a lot.
I'm young. So, but like the way I live is very not on the path that a lot of people are going.
Yeah.
So like I dropped out of high school for like. I dropped out of high school because I wanted to do trading. I wanna make. I just wanna make money.
Okay.
So I dropped out of high school and I was trading a lot, and I got in a cryptocurrency, and I made like small fortune out of it. Right. I think you may know, but cryptocurrency was in a bubble. It went up like 10 times or 20 times, which is crazy. And I was in the market that time. So like when I was 17, I thought that I'm going to be trader, like a financial trader for all my life.
Yeah.
But then I lost my money that I made.
Yeah, I heard about the thing.
I lost my money that I made. Like not all, but I lost like more than half of the money that I made. And I was like, okay, I cannot live this way. So I had to do something.
Yeah.
That's why I went to university. And when I was going to university, I only had like 6 months of studying period. And I was like, shit, I don't have much time. But then, thanks to my teacher who taught me, I studied a lot, like 10 hours a day. And I knew I can pass the exam that I'm going to take for entering university. And the university that I wanted to go is Chulalongkorn University. The reason is because I heard it's one of the best in Thailand. Like, if I take my time, if I sacrifice my time, I want to go to the best, right?
Yeah.
So I basically study a lot, and I could thankfully enter the university.
That's nice.
Like last year. So that's why I was like studying a lot. But then, and I got scholarship. Like they pay me every month to be in a university.
That's cool.
But the thing is that it sounds cool, but the thing is that I don't like the university. Like I don't like how I'm gonna have to spend 4 years of my time to graduate, right? I mean, I'm not against graduation, but I wanna allocate my time to creating something more. Like I'm sure there will be more opportunities of like making a lot of friends or learning things from the classes in university. But I think the 4 years that I'm gonna have right now, so I'm 19 and I'll be graduating at the age of 23. Like these 4 years, like if I go to university, I'm gonna be caught up in the studies, right?
Yeah.
But my goal is not. Well, my goal is to be a millionaire next year.
Okay. Next
year. I'm not saying it's 5 years. It's next year.
Yeah.
So, I gotta really spend my time on the wealth creation, the business. So that's why I don't really go to university anymore.
Okay.
Like I'm still a student there, but I'm not really going in there. And I just told you guys this story because I just want to tell you guys, there are a person like me, you know, because I'm Asian and I have this I have this like how to say, like Asian kind of thinking that we all should go to university, otherwise you're gonna be seen as a loser. Like they're gonna be like, oh, you went to university? If I say no, like they're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna look down on you a bit.
Oh.
It's kind of Asian culture.
Yeah.
And I'm deep in the Asian culture because all my family is in Asia and they're all Asian. But I'm like opposed to that because it's about like finding my passion. I'm just following like what I want to do, and I just wanted to do business, not studying, because my heart tells me so.
Okay.
So I just went to the business side of the world, and right now I wouldn't say I'm gonna say like right now I'm doing well, but I gotta do more better. I'm gonna have to push myself to
further and
my ultimate goal of being the richest person in the history of the human being.
Oh, that's
yeah, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Nice.
That's why I have to push myself more. And yeah, I'm really passionate. I always do like to work and meet people like you who are trying to do new things. When I hear your story that you are doing 2 jobs and trying to make this thing go right, I was like, damn, okay, that's a pretty nice thing.
Yeah, thank you. That's nice. That's nice. We really hope that our viewers are gonna really be inspired by what you just shared.
Yeah.
And they're gonna like get things going, get their feet off the ground and start working.
Yeah.
I know sometimes in life people get hooked up on certain things because they do not have the motivation that they need, or they did not think that this is the right time to do.
Yeah.
But I always try to tell people that there's never anything like the right time. Anytime is the right time. Just start doing it, right?
Right.
So I hope our viewers are going to benefit from your example, being a young guy of 19 years old who has tried so many things and who is still doing so many things at the same time.
Right.
I think that they can really learn 1 or 2 things from what you just said.
Like the last thing that I want to say, so I said like I want to be the richest person in the history of human being, and I think it's possible.
It's possible.
The thing that I want to express right now is that nothing in the world is impossible.
Exactly.
Because, okay, imagine the people, because I always tell this story. So imagine the people who are living back in 100 years.
Yeah.
When they look at our life right now, we have a like smartphone, we have our cars, we have our planes, and we're going to space as well.
Yeah.
They'll be like, they didn't even think it's possible. They thought it's impossible, right?
Yeah.
And basically, we're living the impossible right now.
Exactly.
So, what does this mean is that, like, whatever we think is impossible right now, it's possible.
Exactly.
It's like people back in 100 years, they thought how we're living right now is impossible. But right now it's possible. So, like, whoever tell you that's impossible, there's nothing like impossible. It's always possible.
It's true.
Yeah. So that's why I always trying to, be the greatest of everything.
That's nice.
Right. So, and I think this is a message that I want to tell to people. It's like nothing is impossible, and like limitation only exists in your mind, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Because like, for me, having like 3 business, I think that's crazy. Like, I made 1 business stable, but I have 2 things that I'm studying, right?
Yeah.
And people tell me, oh wow, that's impossible to like manage new things at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm like stop, like nothing is impossible. I know because I mean looking at the history, right?
Yeah.
We are living in an impossible.
I think we can multitask, right? The most important thing is if you have passion for what you want to do and you are willing to give in your all, right? That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
If you really like it and you want to succeed, you will succeed. There's nothing that will stop you.
Yeah, right.
So thank you very much, Mr. Reo, for coming on our show.
Thank you.
And like always, we are really happy to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. And thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.